All right, so let's talk about chapter two, relationship selling. So now we're going to get more into, well, this tells you what you can expect to learn, but we're going to get more into what relationship selling is. So a little bit of repeat from the professional selling overview. Again, I apologize for the dogs. Now one's shaking his collar. And then review the steps in the relationship selling cycle. So the heart of selling, because of social media, and it's not only because of social media, and this slide is definitely from your textbook, but there is more of a need for a relationship focus when doing business, especially in a business to business environment. And this is the trend towards relationship selling is really about problem solving. And when I say problem solving, what I mean is finding out what your customer needs and then having a solution through whatever your offering is in order to help improve their business or meet their needs. So, at the heart of selling is adding value for your customer. So, whatever solution you have, whatever benefits that you think are going to help them, it all comes back to adding value for your customer. And by being a salesperson, you're also going to help develop opportunities for you to sell. So, what this really boils down to is that by asking strategic questions, which again we'll learn about, you're going to uncover needs and then develop an opportunity to provide a solution for your customer, potential customer. So, how do you build relationships? Partially how you treat your customers. So, how do you like to be sold to? Do you want someone to be pushy and aggressive? Or would you rather have someone concerned about you? Providing solutions. Having open communication and regularly checking in with your customer. Also, if something happens, taking responsibility, whether it's really your fault or not. So let's say that a delivery comes in late. Okay, that's probably not your actual fault, but understanding that it could impact your customer and that you need to be empathetic and say, I'm sorry, because you are the company to them, and figure out how you can make things better. So, kind of the opposite of relationship builders are relationship breakers. So, I'll let you read these on your own, but these tie directly to being more selling oriented when we talked about those marketing management philosophies. So, when we talk about relationship selling versus traditional selling, um, the percent of time spent in each of these areas makes a big difference. And so these four areas or aspects of the sales process are what's going to make up our final role play. So to begin with, let's just start with the traditional selling model, and I'll walk you through how this would go. With a traditional selling model, so the model on the right that's more of a pyramid, I'm going to spend 10% of my time telling the customer, this is who I am, this is what I do. Then I'm going to make sure that they can afford my product and that they maybe there's some kind of need, want. I can get them convinced. Then I'm going to present all my features everything my product or service can do. And then because I haven't taken time to get to know my customer, to ask them questions, listen to them, or anything, they're going to have a lot of objections, and the closing's going to be long and very difficult. On the other hand, the approach we're going to learn, the relationship selling model, we're going to spend time in the beginning getting to know our customer. So we're going to listen to them. We're going to start building rapport. So when we start building rapport, we're getting them to trust you, to see where y'all have mutual ground, to, really get to know each other. Then we're going to start to identify the needs. So we're going to use strategic questioning, where I'm going to ask questions and they're going to do most of the talking because I've asked really good questions, and they're going to tell me, what's going on with them, and I'm going to listen. From there, based on what they've said their needs are, what I've identified as their needs, then I'm going to provide a presentation or a solution based off of the benefits. So the benefits that my product or service can specifically provide this particular customer. And if I've done my job right, there will probably be objections, but it's going to be a lot of times more of a reassurance, and then I'm going to close. So the relationship selling model is more effective short term as well as long term. So I said this in before, but customers buy solutions. What is a solution to a problem? If you said benefit, you're correct. So buying will continue to shift online, but if you're successful in building these relationships, then someone would rather come to you to purchase because they trust you, they have more assurance in you, than simply being, an order taker and more transactional. So I'm actually going to stop here, and then I'm going to briefly go through each step of the relationship selling process, cycle, whatever you want to call it, and pick back up.